Cancer, welcome to your 5-card movie star spread. For those of you who have been with me since September or longer, you may recognize the kitchen table from my old apartment. This is the movie star of my YouTube channel. I am traveling and visiting family in Illinois. So just a fair warning, this house is full of love, laughter, and children. So you might see somebody walking in the background or hear a Disney movie or Mario Kart. It's not spirits, it's just kids. I promise. Here we go. Cancer. Let's talk about the word manipulate. We all wake up every day and manipulate our environment some way or another. So manipulation, I don't want to give it the negative context that is normally attached to it in this. I'm going to call this strategizing. Here you are strategizing a plan, okay? Or some people would say manipulating your environment, but there's no ill intent behind this manipulation. You're just doing what we all do to try and create a better outcome, okay? You're making adjustments. You're planning these adjustments very meticulously, might I add. And you have to get over some old wounds from the past. You're very, very defensive in this process. So it's almost like rather than going through the wall, you're going around it. So there's a group of people, not one person, but a group of people who may not have the same vision you have, may not understand what it is that you're trying to do, and you are trying to find a way to get it done without getting their attention. Like I said, it's not for negative reasons. It's just that you have something you need to do, and you don't want people who don't understand what it is you're doing to interfere with the situation. And you're making some very fast changes. You're pushing through old limitations, old boundaries. You're forcefully pushing past things that you used to accept, limitations that you used to accept in the past. But there's a driving force and a fire in your belly that says, the time to sit back and play it safe is over. I'm just going to make the changes I need to make for myself. And in the process, you know that you kind of have your heart on your sleeve. There's a risk here for major disappointment if it doesn't work out, but this is a mature disappointment. This isn't going to be like, oh man, why me? This is going to be like, well, you know what? I gave it my best shot. It didn't work out. It's time to go back to the drawing board. You recognize that there's a little bit of risk because you're not used to putting your heart into this kind of work, And this is a general reading, so for some people it's going to be about a personal relationship. And it might be that you've been holding back your emotions from this personal relationship, friend, family member, maybe even romantic partner. And now you're actually putting your heart into the process in order to get things done. Or this could be about a work environment, okay? Where you normally used to play it safe, and now you're taking the risk of passion, of really wanting to put something into it. And that's a risk for you. I mean, that's basically what this journey card is saying here, because this card represents the overall journey. There's a risk here that you're not used to taking, which is probably why you want to work around another group, because you don't want that disappointment or somebody to plant a seed of doubt to make you retreat, because you have the ability to let yourself down here if things don't work out. But like I said, you're not going to play the victim in the process. You're going to own up no matter what, which is why you're putting your heart and soul into it this time. And the possible outcome here is a time of reflection. So Cancer, what I have to say is, it's not whether you win or lose, it's how you play the game. Because whether this turns out the way you want it to or whether it doesn't, because you're taking this ownership, because you're making this change, because you're putting your heart and soul into it, and because you're moving against the crowd, there are lessons to be learned. And ultimately, you're pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone in order to achieve growth above all else. So the possible outcome here is rest, rejuvenation, reflection. So no matter what happens, you're going to grow from this. We have the Hermit in the inverse, the Lovers, which is about choices, and the Ten of Cups in the inverse. You see, the Ten of Cups is about emotional fulfillment, but it's about emotional fulfillment that happens when you look back on a long period of time. This isn't about, the Ten of Cups isn't about buying a house. It's about the time it takes to make that house a home. Okay? So you're recognizing that the time to look within yourself for the strength is over, and now it's time for you to stop this journey by yourself and possibly team up with somebody else. Okay? There's this volcano here. The Lovers can represent choices. So forget about a romantic relationship in this situation. Even if it is about a romantic relationship, forget the romance about it and think about the partnership. Because this volcano here actually represents intimacy. And I'm not talking about physical intimacy. I'm talking about this opening your heart, letting somebody in, telling your secrets, keeping somebody else's secrets. I'm talking about that kind of intimacy. So not being on a journey by yourself anymore and making the choice to share with other people and move forward. It's not buying a home, or it's not buying a house, it's creating a home. So you see that fulfillment on the horizon. So I'm going to go back to these cards really quick. It might be more than just you who's working around another group. This might be one team working around people who might have something negative to say about the changes that you want to make. So you're just going ahead and making those changes. And after a while, you're like, well, they might be disappointed. But in time, I won't be. Cancer, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. This is brave. This is strong. Good luck with this. I'll catch you next time.